What do you do when life stops making sense? When your prayers feel unanswered, your plans fall apart, and everything you thought you understood shifts? That's when faith becomes real. Because trusting God when it's easy isn't faith. Trusting Him in the dark, that's faith, and He's still worthy of it. Maybe you're in a season where nothing lines up. Doors close, people change. The path forward feels unclear. You prayed, but didn't get the answer you hoped for. You waited, but the breakthrough never came. You did everything right, yet everything still feels wrong. In your heart, there's a silent cry. God, why this? Why now? But faith is not proven when we get what we want. It's proven when we keep walking, even without clarity. God's silence never cancels His sovereignty. Trust is most powerful when it's least convenient. Faith doesn't require full understanding. It requires full surrender. Abraham didn't know where he was going. He just went. Noah didn't know when the rain would stop. He just kept building. Mary didn't know how it would all work out. She just said yes. Trust isn't about having answers. It's about knowing who holds them. If God gave us the full picture, we'd depend on the plan. But He gives us one step at a time. So we'll depend on Him. Trust is not built in clarity. It's built in the dark. When the road ahead is blurry, but your heart says, "Still, I believe." That's when trust becomes worship. Sometimes God will lead you through places that look like loss, but are really preparation. Maybe the door closed because it wasn't a hallway. It was a dead end. Maybe the delay is saving you from disaster. Maybe what looks like loss is actually divine alignment. In God's economy, nothing is wasted. Even your confusion has value. Even your breakdown can become your breakthrough. What seems pointless now may be the pivot point of your story later. Even when you can't trace His hand, you can trust His heart. Fear whispers, "You're alone." Doubt shouts, "God forgot you." But fear is a liar, and doubt only grows in the absence of truth. That's why you must remind your heart, even now, He is still good. Even when your mind says, "This isn't working," let your soul say, "But I trust you." Peace doesn't come from control. It comes from trusting the one who has it. And if you listen closely, you'll hear Him whisper, "I've brought you this far, and I'm not stopping now." God's ways are higher. His thoughts are deeper. Sometimes what feels like a no is really a not yet, or a not this, but something better. If you could see what He sees, you'd trust what He's doing. But sometimes love withholds what you want, to give you what you didn't know you needed. The disciples didn't understand the cross until they saw the resurrection. Right now, you may be living between Good Friday and Easter Sunday, between heartbreak and healing. But hold on, Sunday is coming. You're not stuck, you're being shaped. And your confusion today may become the cornerstone of your testimony tomorrow. Maybe your prayer isn't, "God, give me answers," but "God, hold me in the unknown." And He will. He's holding you now, even when you don't feel it, even when it doesn't make sense. So take one more breath, take one more step. Whisper this truth to your soul. God, I trust you, even now. Because trusting God when it doesn't make sense is the truest form of worship. If this message reminded you to trust, share it with someone who's struggling. Leave a comment, we'll pray with you. And don't forget to subscribe for more whispers of hope every single week, even when it doesn't make sense. Trust Him, He's working.